Hi guys, welcome back to Coffee's Classroom. I want you guys to know that I absolutely love and miss you and I wish we could do this in person, but here we are. So I'm going to give you kind of the rundown of our Google Classroom, give you some tips, maybe some tricks, and just show you kind of how it all works if you're not familiar with it. So this is the home screen of our Google Classroom. There's our class code right here. You should already be logged in order to see this, but if you're not, this is our Google class code in case you need to get in. And a couple of things. One, my screen will look different from yours because it won't show me what it looks like for a student, and I don't have the capability of creating a fake student to show you guys what it would look like, so I apologize if anything's a little different, but it should essentially be the same. I am leaving on this function for you guys to comment on things or to share things with the class. If you type anything there, everybody will be able to see it. People will be able to comment, and so we can kind of communicate that way, which is why I want to leave it open so that you guys can talk to your friends and your peers on here, and we can share things together. If it's being taken advantage of, if you guys are putting inappropriate things on there, making fun of people, being mean, whatever, I can remove that feature and you won't be able to comment. So please be sure you're being kind and just posting things that are school appropriate and things like that. If you read something, so I have on here, hello everyone, know that I love and miss you bunches. This is where I will be assigning all future assignments. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me via email or through here. So if you had a question, you would just type your question here. And then hit this little send button and it will post, and then everybody will be able to see your question. So if they have the same question, they can see it. It's already been posted. There's also, it's going to say Chelsea Coffee, that's me, posted a new assignment in trial. So we'll go ahead and click that. Yours should look like this. It'll tell you the name of the assignment here, trial. It is worth 5 points. And then these are the instructions. Number 1, watch the attached video. You're already doing it. And number 2, fill out the attached assignment and practice using Google Classroom. That'll let me know that you're able to access the assignment and that you know how to do it. So that'll be worth 5 points for everybody. So how that works, you click on the assignment. It will open up. Couple of quick things on here. If your screen, if you have where here it says click to add speaker notes, if you get this little hand here, you can drag it down, get rid of those notes, and then it makes it bigger for you. So sometimes, it could be really big and it makes your screen pretty small. So I recommend making sure that's all the way down, gives you the biggest screen possible. This first page will always just be the name of the assignment. So today we're doing Google Classroom Trial. And then in order to access the other pages, you just click on them. This page is going over typing answers. So when I make these activities, I make it so that you can't change any of the work itself, but I'm going to put a big red text box for where I want you to put your answers. So here we have 2 plus 2. We should know that that's 4. So you just click on the box and type 4 and it will pop up. And then there's your answer. When you click out of it, boom, done. If you accidentally type 4 and then hit delete and now it's gone and you're like, what do I do? It's gone. I messed it up. All you have to do, you have 2 choices. You can either hit Control Z on your keyboard and it will pop right back up. That's the undo feature, so it undoes whatever you just did. But if you don't want to do it that way, there's also this undo button right here. It says undo and then it says Control Z there also. It's just telling you if you hit Control Z, it'll do the same thing. Click that button and it pops right back up. So if you accidentally delete something, it's okay. We will be able to fix it. And then same thing here. What is your favorite color? Mine is orange, so I will just type it into the box. If this said, write 5 sentences on your favorite color, and you type and type and type and type and use all this work, and then somehow it gets deleted and you're like, I just did all that work for nothing. No fear. The same thing, you hit Control Z or the undo button, and it all pops back up. So that's how that'll work. I think this will be great practice for our typing skills as well. You are able to move these things. I don't recommend it because I need to know if there was a lot of questions on this page, I would be like, what do these answers go to? So you can always undo again and it pops back where it was. So that's how typing your answers go. My recommendation, if you're doing a math problem, none of us are doing math at 2 plus 2, so sometimes we might feel more comfortable writing it out. That's perfectly fine. Grab a piece of paper and a pencil, write out your problem, solve it on the paper, and then type your answer. So if this was like 242 plus 247 and you didn't know that, write it down and then type in your answer. You know, it's not going to be perfect where I can see your work like it would be in class. So keep those scrap pieces of paper if you do it that way. That way, you know, I can, if you get the wrong answer, we can kind of discuss it and I can see what you did later. But for now, we're just going to be working on getting your answers on the computer instead of having to worry about all that. If this is an essay question and you would like to voice to type, you can certainly do that. All you do is go to Tools, and voice typing is right here. You would click it. Now, what I have found is when you do that, all of your answers will automatically type down here. So your answers will end up here instead of in the box. That's okay. Go ahead and do that. Put all your answers here, and then you can copy and paste. So if this is what you voiced to typed and it ended up here and you wanted it in this box, just highlight it. And you can do, again, one of two things. Control X, and it goes away. Or you can highlight it and hit copy or cut, either one. Then go to your box and you can paste it. And then now your answer is there. So you never had to type anything yourself if you feel more comfortable with voice to type. So feel free to do that. Just know if you voice to type, it will end up in this notes section, but then you can copy and paste it into your answer spot. So there's a little extra step there, but if you don't want to type it, that's perfectly okay. So just know when you have your notes, this is the notes section, by the way. If you have this fully hidden and you do the voice to type, it's going to end up down here. All you got to do is pull this up just a little bit so you can see it. So as long as everybody's clear on that, go ahead and give it a try when you do your trial version of this, because I'm going to send the same assignment for you guys to do. And so just know that that's where that'll be. And I'm perfectly fine with you guys voice to typing, however you want to do it. The next page is how we move objects. So pretty much the same concept. If you're matching here, flower, cactus, you would need to know that that says flower, find the flower, and then you just click on it and drag it with your mouse and drop it there. Same thing, cactus here. If somehow you accidentally delete it, oh no, it's perfectly fine. Just hit that Control Z or undo button up here and it will come back. No worries. The last thing says, put a square on the word that ends with the letter S. Here's your lovely square. You would do the same thing. Click on it. In order to move it, it needs to have this kind of cross of arrows. If it looks like this, that means you're about to make it bigger or smaller. So it needs to have that cross. This is a text box, so you could type in it. You don't need to. I just want you to put the square on the word that ends with the letter S. So I would drag it over to cactus because it ends with the letter S. If you wanted to be silly, I also just realized objects ends in an S as well. So you have two choices on where to put your box. But that's moving an object. Again, if you delete anything, just hit that Control Z. It's okay, no worries. If you are having trouble, you can always just comment on the Google Slides or email me. I am happy to help. I want this to be as easy and stress-free as possible. I know everybody's got a lot going on right now in their lives. We don't need to be worried about silly things like, oh, I don't know how to do this. Just email me. That's what I'm here for. So that's moving objects. You can't move these words, so no worries about that. You'll only be able to move objects that I want you to be able to move. And then finally, some of the assignments might have you color something in. There's a couple of steps for this. It shouldn't be too bad, but we go to Tools. I think it's Tools. Nope, I lied, sorry. Line right here. If you click that, you get these different options. This is kind of the only way I've figured out how to color something in. I probably won't use this a whole lot, but just in case I wanted these steps to be here. So you would click on Scribble. It says color the middle circle blue. I find the middle, color it in. You have to hold down your mouse button and then drag it with your other finger. So you could color that in blue. When you click off of it, now it looks gray. You can click this and then up here, pick your color. So now I've colored it blue. If I color this purple, well, now it's purple or kind of pink, but it doesn't say to color it pink, it says to color it blue. So you just change that color. This up here is kind of where you're going to see those things in your text boxes. If you highlight your font, you can change the font color. Keep it black because now I can barely see that. But just so you guys know, the things up here will do different things. You can change your font size, made the word orange bigger. Your font is here. Now it changed the font of the word. You don't really need to worry about any of those things, but they are on here just so that you know. And so Google Drive saves everything automatically. So it says all changes saved in Drive. But then when you are finished with your assignment, I can't really show you this because like I said, I can't see it from a student point of view. But once you are finished with your assignment, you go back to the assignment page here, and somewhere in this corner, I believe it will say submit or turn in or send to teacher. I'm not exactly sure what the wording is, but you would click that. That is how it gets to me. If you just complete the assignment, but you don't actually turn it in, I never see that you did it. So that's really important that you make sure once you finish here, once this piece is finished, you just go back to the assignment and hit submit and turn it in. So that is how that's going to work. You'll be able to see feedback from me. As soon as I see it, I can give you feedback, let you know, what you did really well on, what we need to work on, things like that. I'm going to try really hard to keep up with my feedback, but I've got a lot of students. I'm creating all of these assignments from scratch. So if you don't see feedback right away, don't worry. I promise I will get to it and I will keep you guys updated on how you're doing and how things are going. As always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, anything, please let me know. I'm open to all of those things, so you can just add a class comment. But like I said, remember, the whole class can see what you're typing. So if it is a private message that you only want me to know, don't put it on here. Go ahead and just email me because otherwise everybody will see it. So I hope that was helpful. I hope that you guys enjoy using Google Classroom. Hopefully everything goes smoothly. If there's any hiccups, please just let me know. That's what I'm here for. I love and I miss you guys, and I can't wait to get started. You guys are great, and yeah, just have fun with it because that's what this is supposed to be about. Just having fun with the different materials and keeping up on your skills. So if you are overloaded and completely stressed, let me know. We'll do some fun things and kind of help you keep that stress level down. You guys are great. I love you all.